Hey you guys, today I'm gonna talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta season 2 episode season 8 episode 2. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, season 2 episode 8. Um it started off with the drama that happened last week with Sheree and Kenya, and Sheree about, I when it comes to Kenya know what she be doing. That's why I don't expect too much from her. She was brought here for drama. She was brought here to start drama. The drama that she started with Sheree, y'all know, I don't have no problem with her, but I felt like that was uncalled for, unnecessary, whatever. So whatever you get coming back from that, then it's whatever. And then, like, can you stop trying to act like you didn't do nothing? Just own up to your shit. But Sheree, also stop. Well, she said she don't do that no more. And then Bravo played back all the drama that she had went through. But I was like, it was a long time ago. Some people do change. So I mean, hey, but boo, don't forget, you are a pop-off queen, and everybody know. That's why people were pumped up that you were coming back, because everybody know that you will give it back the same way people give it to you. That's why people were pumped up. Um, the whole Peter and Cynthia shit, I'm over. Like, he is such an asshole to the highest of assholes. Then he was trying to act like Kenya was coming at him, and he was kind of defending himself, and I was like, no, you wasn't. Like, you went at her real fucked up, real foul, talking about he kind of like he was defending himself, and I was like, dude, like, you didn't even have to bring the girl up. Like, come on. And then Mallory, why? It's a husband and wife is talking. Why the fuck are you right there? I understand that's your sister, and you make sure shit don't pop off, but that was a party situation. You know what I'm saying? You just stand close by. But for her to be all up in a conversation, I was like, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, then Peter, don't go, come back and talk. Why? Why? Because you need more camera time, because that didn't have shit to do with you. Then I forgot to talk about last week about her going back telling the girls what Cynthia has said to her about Peter, and I didn't even talk about that. But and I have my own problems with that. Cynthia, I'm sorry. Like, I felt like that was really, really fucked up. What you said about Peter, I don't give a fuck about you being mad. None of that, bitch. There's cameras, and this is not your first season, so you should be aware of what you say to your sister when the cameras are rolling. I thought that was real fucked up. And if he divorced her from that, like, she couldn't be mad, because I was like, if it was Peter on camera saying that about her, how would she like that? As fucked up as Peter is, how would she like that? Like, come on now. Um, but yeah, that whole shit with her and him at that party, I was like, he an asshole. Girl, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. He tried to say something about her outfit and her entrance or whatever, and I'm like, really, Peter? Really? But I'm over it, because I like, she's that type of girl that because even in her confessionals, when he was saying something about Kenya, and it seemed like she had a problem with Kenya saying something. And she's like that type of female where you vent to your girls and then get mad when your girls have an opinion about your dude. Like, bitch, this is why you don't talk to people about your business. Or, well, in y'all case, y'all shit is all over the TV. So, but I'm like, really, you mad at you having a little comment about Kenya saying something? But I'm like, she was being your homegirl, like, for real, for real. And she didn't come at your stupid ass husband first. He came at her, and she was defending you. So I wasn't here for that. She ended up talking to her assistant, and she had a breakdown on the phone. Like, a straight fucking breakdown. She needs to get away. She needs to do that. And I'm like, okay, if you get away, your problem's still gonna be there. And then I do understand that she said that they have more problems than the Instagram video or whatever. And bitch, y'all been having problems since before y'all got married. I'm just saying. So please don't try to have a breakdown now, bitch. But I'm like, you do get to a breaking point that you be trying to put on this facade for any and everybody, and you do get to this point where you break down. I get that. I totally get that. But what I don't want to get is you keep defending Peter fucking actions. Don't keep defending him. That's what makes you look bad and look weak as fuck. Moving on from them because I don't care. And I spent over 5 minutes. Whatever. Um, Oh, what I did like when Peter and Cynthia was talking, and what's her girl name? Uh, Not Mallory, the other one that don't be on the show. The one hanging with Kenya, the one that's messy as fuck. When that bitch said we all got 5 inch heels, I was like, yeah, bitch, say that's how you roll. You stand back and watch, but you just know, motherfucker, if anything come popping, we over here gonna have a problem. All of us gonna jump in, so that's how a girl do. Mallory, sit your ass down. Anyway, Kenya goes to Kim Fields, and I don't know how. I'm gonna try to go step by step, but I'm just gonna talk about this show. So, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm a very big fan of Kim Fields. I'm a very big fan of her mom, her sister, all of them. I think they are dope actresses. What I don't get is why she on this show. Maybe something gonna change through the season, but this first intro of Kim Fields, I didn't understand why she was on this show. She meets up with Kenya to talk about Kenya's pilot. Kenya wants her to look at her pilot or whatever. And she giving Kenya all these fucking side eyes like, bitch, why are you talking to me? I'm not interested. This is what she's looking at Kenya like, and I'm like, was this a forced meeting? I don't know. Like, I don't get it. Like, you seem like you didn't have no interest of talking to Kenya. So I was just like, why are we having this meeting right now? Even when Kenya was asking her to look at the pilot, she looked like she wanted to say no, but I'm on camera, so I gotta follow script. So okay, I'll look at it, but she really didn't want to. Um, Oh, and if y'all, I like I said, I'm a fan of hers. I'm old enough to remember the facts of life and stuff like that. I remember her Lifetime movies. Like I know of her work. So, and I'm a big fan. But like I said, I still don't get why she on this damn show. She said when Kenya was talking about, her in the party scene and stuff like that. You don't go out and party. You don't kick it with other celebrities. You don't drink. Why you? This the 8th season. I'm quite sure you've seen the episode. Do you know who you getting involved with? You're not about the drama. You're not about this. You're not about that. Did you forget what show you signed up for? All they do is drink. All they do is go out and party. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Then we see her at home. And I like her family life. I really do. Like I said, I don't have a problem with her. I just was a little confused of how she's going to blend in with this show. But, she has a husband that she's been with for 8 years. She got some kids she loves. She is all about her family and being in a simple life, you know what I'm saying? Not about the glitz and the glamour and the red carpets and stuff like that. And I really appreciate that about her. We need, like I said, we need a show with women that we have grew up to without all of the drama that's about their business. We need a show like that. Maybe she needs to find another show. This one ain't it, I'm just saying. But I like how she said this is her because that's me. Like I'm not I go to parties, but most time when I go to the club is because I'm going to support something. But I'm mostly at home with my kids, doing mommy stuff. I ain't got time for all of the drama and turning up and twerk. I ain't got time for that. Like I'm really mommy mode. Once I stop and recording, I'm back to mommy mode. So I get that about her, and I like that about her hustle. You know what I'm saying? She do real, and then, like I said, she do real dope work. Cause I've seen a lot of her episodes where she directed the House of Pains and a lot of Tyler Perry little shows. So her and Regina King, they be slept on as far as they work behind the scenes. They really be slept on. Even also Vanessa from the Cosby Show, like they all be slept on as black women. Um, but yeah, oh, she has this maternity line she has coming out or whatever. So I thought that was cool. Um, moving on from her, Candy is at the Candy Coated Factory, and I think that's where they were. And they were like in the kitchen part. Her homeboy, the one that worked for her, was cooking. They all in the kitchen talking about, what's gonna be going on now that Candy's, pregnant and stuff like that, and she has to take time off, and well, not time off, but she kind of got to cut back. But now Candy want to open a restaurant. One thing I like about Candy, she keeps stuff going every season. Like it's always something with her, from her music when she first came back on, to her sex toys, to her play, to her getting married, to her now opening a restaurant, from her show she had with her family. Like this girl be working. So I'm not mad at that. And they talked about, her having a baby shower or whatever. So Todd was like, who all coming? And she was, like saying who was coming, and he was like, is Phaedra coming? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, if she comes, she gonna bring my money or something like that. And I'm like, really, Todd? Really? This is why people be talking about you. And I know he's not like really hurting for this money. So I don't understand why you keep making this a storyline for you, Todd. I really don't understand why you know what people say about you, and then you want to make this your storyline, especially over the amount that it's over. Then I do appreciate, because a lot of people was not agreeing with me when I agree with him of him asking Candy to talk to her, Phaedra. And what I was saying was, because I didn't want another man to get on reality TV and have a conversation with a woman, and it goes left, and then he gets attacked for the way he talked to a woman. That's the only reason why I agreed with her talking to Phaedra. I didn't want him to talk to Phaedra on camera, because you know how Bravo is, you know how editing is, and he would have got the backlash for going at her having a meeting, because y'all know it was gonna get turned up. That's what Bravo do. They wasn't gonna let that be no civilized ass meeting. It wasn't. It wasn't gonna happen. But I like how he said that he wasn't gonna have Candy talk to her or whatever. And Don Juan was like, shit, I'll talk to her, for a percentage. I'll talk to her. And he was like, shit, I'll give you 20%. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, no, that's not your business, boo. That ain't your business. And Todd, handle your shit like a man. This is why people talk about you. That shit was bothering me. My dress was bothering me. Um, so anyway, that was that with them. Cynthia and Phaedra meet up. I was like a little like, oh, it bothers me when we see that. I mean, I don't mind all of them getting along. I just want to see what happened, like in the summer part or the broken part of how this happened. They get back on camera. I'm like, oh, we cool now. I'm like, huh? We apologize to each other. We cool now, but I'm still side eye her though. I'm still not gonna trust her, but I'm gonna film with her. Okay, I'll be like, this is still petty to me. This is petty, but okay. We need a scene together. We need to be friends now. Mm. Um. So they're talking about the whole Candy situation. Oh, they talked about Sheree and Kenya, and they couldn't believe that shit happened and all that kind of stuff. And Sheree ain't the one to be fucked with, and yada yada yada. Um. Then they talked about Peter, and it's funny how when Phaedra told her what, because she was like, what happened to me last year. I was like, whatever. But um when Phaedra told Cynthia about what Mallory said, all of a sudden Cynthia didn't want to talk about that. Like, oh, now you don't want to talk about it? It's on TV, boo. Now you don't want to talk about it? I don't know. But Phaedra was trying to be there for her and told her she'd be there for her and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Phaedra was still irking my fucking nerves, was talking about Candy like they ain't cool, but you always hi type of shit. But she was still trying to make it seem like Candy wasn't there for her, and it really hurt her that Candy wasn't there for her. And I'm sitting there like, didn't y'all talk about this at the reunion? I thought y'all was cool. Why are you still bringing this shit up that Candy wasn't there for you? But girl, boo, whatever. Cause I feel like Candy with that situation, and I went through that shit last season of not understanding why she just won't go tell her homegirl instead of telling every fucking body else. But okay, whatever. Dumb Portia. Dumb. Oh my god. I don't understand. This is the dumbest broad on reality fucking TV. I don't know. I'm not giving her for no fucking pass talking about she's young. No, bitch, she not young. She's younger than the women she hang with. That bitch ain't young. She's not 16. She's not 17. She's over 21. Bitch, please. She's been married once. Mm-mm. I can't get this bitch she's young past. This bitch is just dumb. Just period point fucking blank. She's having this meeting with her crew about her lingerie line that she's starting or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, girl, I've been seeing that on David Totero's show. But okay, we're gonna roll with this that you got a lingerie line, yada. So they were talking about how it's gonna look and all that kind of stuff. And it was funny how Homeboy was talking about her, calling her, kind of basically calling her a slut and shit. And I was just like, oh wow, okay. Your employees can talk to you like that, okay, cause she dumb. Then the meeting kind of went left because all she wanted to do was talk about her little dumb boyfriend. I was like, really? This is a business meeting about your lingerie, and you want to talk about your boyfriend and how you want to throw him a party. And even her peoples was looking at her talking about she don't need no boyfriend right now. When you doing your business, you don't need to have a boyfriend in your business because your ass don't know how to focus on business when you have a man. And you can see that. You can see that in your meeting when you are stop talking about your shit to talk about him. And I was like, this girl dumb. And then you want to have a party so your family can get to meet him. Why? Oh, we're gonna have a sip and see so my family can get to know him and see him. And I'm like, how old are we? How old are we? Girl, okay, we're gonna have this fucking stupid party. So let's get into the stupid ass party. So she get into the dumb ass party and everybody's casual and I thought that was cool. That's what I like. If I'm coming to your house, bitch, I don't wanna have heels on when I'm coming to somebody's house. Let's just kick it. And he a football player. So that was cool. She kind of felt some kind of way because her sister Lauren had got sick. And she felt like Lauren was doing this because Lauren don't too much care for Duke or whatever. But come to find out, Lauren is 13 weeks pregnant. And she over there like, so how far is that? You know, I can't count. I just was like, oh my God. You just went through this meeting that you was stupid. Now you want to go and say you don't know what 13 weeks is. Okay. Okay, dumb bitch. I mean, I can't even say nothing else nice about her. Um, but her hair was cute. That's it. That's all I can say is about her. She pretty and her hair is cute, but everything else is dumb as fuck to me about Portia. Um, But then, the party is going on, everybody chilling, everybody come and, everybody say hi in and all that kind of stuff and just want to meet her boyfriend, yada, yada, yada. So he gets there. And when he walks in, he didn't know nothing about the party. It's surprise. Hey, him and his homeboy looking like, what the fuck is going on? But he like, okay, cool. So they, he introduced to the mom or whatever. He talking to the mom and, talking to the Candy and Phaedra and, getting introduced to everybody. But then he ended up going to his homeboy talking about her and shit and talking about how he wasn't, it was too much for him. It was too much for him and his homeboy, and they was ready to fucking go. But he was like, shit, I can't just fucking leave. His camera's right here. We mic'd up. I'm sitting there like, do y'all not remember y'all mic'd up while y'all sitting over here talking and shit? But okay, he didn't plan on staying with her that long because I heard that they broke up already. And I'm like, You should feel like the dumbest bitch on earth. You did all of this shit. Only was with this boy. First of all, you was with the boy a month before you banged him out and bought him some shit. Then you threw a party for him after what 2 months. Y'all don't live in the same state, so you don't really see him that much. You so in love with this boy. He's your everything. He's your Mr. VIP. She gave him a fucking trophy. Talking about he's her trophy man. I'm like, I'm so fucking irritated. Y'all don't even know how I was so mad at her to be. Mm, this is not how I want black women to be portrayed on TV. And I was like, bitch, really? Y'all gave her peach back for this? The rest of y'all women on here should be banning for Portia to go. Y'all should really be banning for her to go because she's no boss bitch nowhere, no shape or form. She's not a housewife. She's not a boss. Like, lingerie don't count. Instagram clothes don't count. Instagram hair. I mean, no shade to y'all that sell stuff on Instagram, but that bitch just, she's not, she's not worthy to be on TV to portray a successful black woman. I'm just saying, like, she really, really not, and I just can't. She even talked to Candy now about her moving with him, and I was like, what? This is when you know Portia ain't your real home, girl. This is when you know Portia is not your rock the way you was her rock. Because bitch ain't nowhere in the world. Bitch, I'ma say something to my friend. I'm not gonna say no side eye shit in the confessionals. No, bitch, when you tell me, oh, we finna move together, no, bitch, there's gonna be a conversation right there. There's gonna be a conversation. Bitch, are you crazy? You don't know him like that. What are you doing? Girl, that would have been a turn up party because I would have said something to my friend right then and there. We not finna do this. First of all, bitch, I would have talked to my friend before this party happened. Like, bitch, we not finna do this on camera and we don't know. And but she talking to them before she even told them that, Tito. Candy and Phaedra, I think it was talking to her crew. The dude, I think his name Johnny, Tony, somebody. Um, she was talking to him or whatever, and they were talking about Duke, and he said that Duke messed with strippers. Candy said, I thought it was trannies. So bitch, you already knew some gossip and you ain't talking to your homegirl about it. So I was like, oh, so y'all knew about some shit and ain't said nothing? Okay. Okay. But um yeah, they was talking about I said, well damn, Portia. You like certain type of dudes, huh? First of all, you like football players. You like special kind of football players. You like certain kind of football players. I'm not saying Cordell is gay. I'm not. But what I am saying is she likes certain kind of football players. Football players that like certain people. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying she has a type. You have a type. um, but that's what happens when you're dumb. I'm just saying. You're just dumb. Um, yeah, that's all I want to say about her because I was irritated. I was like, wow. Um, Candy and Sheree was at the tag boutique, and all I thought about was Sayshawn Bradley's video last week was talking about how when the blackout come, everybody was gonna go to the tag store out here and find some clothes to dress Candy and tell her that's what she need to put on, cause they say she dressed fucked up, and I was rolling when I saw her in tag boutique with Sheree, and Sheree girls are beautiful. Or her young daughter grew up to be beautiful. Her older daughter always been pretty. So okay. But them girls are pretty. And then they sat down and they talked about Kenya and they talked about, Phaedra and her relationship and stuff like that. Yada 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 whatever. I didn't care. I just really did. I didn't really care. Um Phaedra and Candy. I'm trying to finish this within 5 minutes. Phaedra and Candy talked. They sat down and talked after the party and they fake highs and stuff. So Phaedra went to Candy Factory to talk to Candy. And they were talking about the baby and my being a mommy. Then they start talking about they issues or whatever. And how Phaedra is mad at Candy and Todd because, well, excuse me, that they kept Apollo stuff at the house, at their house or whatever. And Candy was like, what the fuck? Like, first of all, bitch, how you gonna get mad when Apollo and Homeboy was friends? So I didn't understand that part. But she said that the feds was coming to her house looking for certain assets or something. And it was over there and she didn't know. And she felt Candy should have told her as a friend that the stuff was over there. Okay, yeah, but you told him to come get his shit out your house. He came and got the shit out of his house. Okay. My thing is Candy has loyalty to her husband just as well as to her friendship. She has loyalty to her husband. Um but anyway, they was talking about the feds watching and Candy was like, bitch, that it's more to the feds. The feds was at your house for more than what you saying. It was more than a motherfucking bike, bitch. Don't even play. And I was like, yeah, Candy, tell all of it because you know you're a friend and you know every goddamn thing. So come on now. And I'm like, stop playing with Candy like she don't know your business though. Um, but they arguing or whatever, and she was talking about how she paid this and she pays that. She pays for private tuition. She pays for her husband legal stuff because he something about he was in strip club with Todd, and so she got to pay for stuff that he wasn't doing. And I'm sitting there like, oh, all of a sudden you got money problems. Because even Candy was like, oh, Miss, oh, I make money in my sleep. Yeah, because remember she said that she made money in her sleep. But I'm like, oh, Miss throwing all these big ass parties. Now you worried about money? Now you worried about money, Sadra? For real? Okay. That's, okay. Okay. That's why the feds is watching, bitch. I'm just saying. Then they arguing or whatever, and they was talking about Todd acting different or something, and she was like, no, Todd acting a certain way because you owed him some money. And she was like, I paid him, I think she said something about $25,000 to $30,000. And Candy was like, but you still owed him 8,000. And she was like, well, I know I still owed him five. I'm like, well, bitch, you owed him. Give him his $5,000 if that's the case. Bitch, you a lawyer. Come on now. Like, this is why people don't do business with their friends or skeptical on doing business with friends. Because bitches like Sadra, like, bitch, you know you owed him, regardless if it was 5 or 8. You know you owed him. Give him his fucking money. And then y'all wouldn't even have this fucking problem. They wouldn't have this storyline. Like, cause she gonna say, oh, because it didn't come out. She was like, that's not my problem. Like, that ain't how. So, because you didn't put it out, he don't get paid. That's dumb as fuck to me. Um, then they start arguing about Candy comments about the kids and Apollo being seeing each other or whatever. Candy was just over. Candy was like, I don't care. Candy was just over it. And then they were talking about, Candy felt some kind of way about Phaedra comments about Candy not being there for her. Candy was like, shit, when you was with me, everything was good. Then you got with them, and then it's, oh, my world is crumbling and shit like that. And they agreed to it. It was miscommunication. And I was like, no, that shit wasn't. You exactly knew what she was saying. She knew exactly what you were saying. There was no miscommunication. We all understood it. What the fuck was the miscommunication at? We saw it. Um, they talked about people. Oh, and I felt what Candy said. Like I said before, Candy said like, bitch. Her only problem is if you had a problem with me, you come and tell me. You don't go and tell all the other girls. This bitch crying talking about you was there for me when I had both of my kids and I don't let nobody see my coochie. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, you would have been talking to your friend. And not the bitches that was over there trying to calculate your pregnancy. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they cried or whatever. They made up. Okay, whatever. She left and Don Juan came in there and called Phaedra all kind of fake, phony motherfuckers. I was here for it. Now, at first I was like, calm down, boy, calm your ass down. This ain't got nothing to do with you. But I got everything he was saying because he was like, What did she expect from you? What did she want from you when it came to that? Bitch, you knew your husband was a motherfucking criminal. And I hollered when he said that because I was like, yes. Like, what did you want? When that nigga was calling her, he said, you know, wasn't something about she wasn't genuine in that chair. She need a fucking Emmy. Oh my god, I was rolling when he was talking about her. Now I don't like for men to go at women, but at that point, y'all know I don't like Phaedra, so I really didn't care. But I was cracking up because I was like, Candy, how dumb can you be? He like, y'all not friends. Like, come on. Like, that was fake as fuck. He like, y'all up in there crying like y'all on the color purple and you don't know where y'all stand at. And I was like, you's a dummy, Candy. Candy, I just want her to get a motherfucking backbone and some brains. For her to be this boss bitch, I just be like, this is why people walk all over you. Your staff walk all over you, your mama, your husband, your daughter. I want Candy to be a boss. I really, really do. I want her to get a backbone and say how she feeling, not only in the confessionals. I really, really do. But that's my review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm sorry this video is so long. But yeah, that's my review for the Housewives of Atlanta season 8, episode 2. Tell me what y'all thought about it. Um it was really, really a good episode. If this fly don't get off my fucking wall. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all saw it behind me, but I saw it and I know it's a fly because it kept on fucking flying. Anyway. Anyway, I just don't want y'all to think that was some other kind of bug. No, bitch, it's a fly. Anyway, follow me on all social media by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. All right, peace out.